This is TWiT.
He's been everywhere, man. He's Johnny Jet, breathing the country air because he's a traveling guy. He's in Toronto right now visiting with family, but he joins us no matter where he is every weekend to talk about using technology to travel better. And hello, Johnny Jet. Good to see you.
Hello, Leo.
He's got O Canada M&Ms. They know how to get you, don't they? I swear.
They do.
I went to the M&M store in Las Vegas. You can get all sorts of holiday treats, M&M treats.
Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant marketing.
It is.
Brilliant.
So we were talking, and I had just read an article in Business Insider, although I've seen it in other places over the years, saying why, well, the article's titled, Why Flight Attendants Avoid Drinking Tap Water on Airplanes. And in particular, they say stay away from coffee and tea on airplanes. And they point out that an EPA study found that 1 in every airplane, commercial flights, fails the agency's standards for water safety. That's a scary thing.
Yes.
And so this article presumes that, you know, while in most cases it's probably safe to drink tap water on a plane or to drink coffee made with that tap water, you'd be better off sticking with bottled water you brought aboard yourself. Do you agree?
I do agree, and I do not drink either one. Especially I don't drink tap water.
You want to stay hydrated on a plane. You want to have water, just not that water.
You got to bring bottled water, and usually the flight attendants do have bottled water. And actually, one time I was flying L.A. to Hong Kong on Cathay Pacific, and I was in coach, and all of a sudden, you know, the beginning part of the flight, they were serving bottled water, and then towards the end, all of a sudden I asked for water, and I knew it was not bottled water. Yeah. And I later found out that the flight attendants just go back in the galley and fill up the used bottles with tap water, and they try and I don't know. This is not just Cathay Pacific. I shouldn't just. That's all airlines do that.
So you got to be. You want to be a little bit careful.
But you can taste the difference. And, you know, these holding tanks aren't that clean.
That's the issue. In fact,
and plus it's being you know transferred so many times before it gets to the plane.
This article quotes the Association of Flight Attendants, which points out that the EPA does regulate the water. The flight attendants pushed for that 15 years ago, but the AFA does not believe this regulation goes far enough or is sufficiently enforced. So even if the AFA says you might not want to be drinking that water. We don't.
Although I did write about it, and I've had people call in or write in, even flight attendants saying that's not true. I still drink it, all that stuff. So, you know, it all depends. But, you know, to be on the safe side, stay away from the holding tank water.
I always try to remember before I get on a plane to get a big bottle of water.
Or just carry an empty bottle of water, bring it through security, and then go to usually, especially San Francisco, they have a great you know, water fountains there. Right. And actually, some people, what they do is they freeze a bottle of water before they get to the airport, and you can go through airport security with the frozen water.
You're kidding.
90% of the time,
it's
TSA
a solid.
You do it as long as it's solid. Yep. I've done it once. I didn't have a problem.
Interesting, and it's nice and refreshingly. It's refreshingly cold.
Yeah, but I don't think bottled water or frozen water is good for you when it's in plastic.
No, maybe not. There's another issue.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, so who the heck knows?
Johnny Jet joins us each week to talk about better flying through technology or travel through technology.
Yes.
He usually has a website and an app. What do you got for us?
So actually, just talking about San Francisco, there's a new service that you can travel between L.A. and San Francisco, and they claim it's the dreamiest way to do it. Oh. And so it used to be called Sleep Bus, and they totally rebranded.
I know about this,
And now it's called ridecabin.com. Ridecabin. CABIN.
Now, have you ever done this, or do you know anybody who's done this?
I have not, and I can't because they don't take kids under 10.
Oh, so on a volunteer. So the idea is it's a bus, but it's a luxury bus.
Exactly, and they're marketing it as America's first moving hotel. So if you want to save money, you know, on a hotel room, you can fly. They depart every night at 11 o'clock, either in San Francisco or LA, and they arrive at 7 a.m., always in downtown. So in LA, it's in Palisades Park in Santa Monica, and then in San Francisco, it's Bayside Lot on Bryan Street.
So it's basically a red eye, but you get a bed, right?
You get a luxury bed. You get
I don't know about that.
Well, supposedly that's what they say: super soft sheets, fluffy pillows.
All right, you get 2 pieces of luggage per person. They will serve you nighttime tea. You might want to turn that down. Free Wi-Fi. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And 24/7 cabin attendant, and there's reading lights.
All right, I do want to try this. I'm gonna, because we go down to LA pretty frequently. I live up in Northern California, and obviously because of the radio show, we have to go down there.
But it's not that cheap. It's $115, so you can find flights. You can find flights sometimes when they're on sale for $40.
Yeah, I can fly Southwest for less than that. Yeah.
But it's sometimes this is great for people who don't like to fly.
Interesting. I wonder why they charge that much. You probably can't get as many people on the bus, huh?
Well, they're sleeper cabins. I have no idea how many people. I would assume maybe 12, 15. I don't know. All right.
There you go. It's ridecabin.com. Yeah, your app, please, sir.
All right. Before we run out of time. So you have a dog. You might know about this. It's called Rover. Do you know about Rover?
I used to have a dog, but that's another story. No, what is Rover?
So this is a great.
We are actually now over. The grief is over. We're now thinking about getting another dog. So I need to know about this.
So there's 100,000 pet sitters and dog walkers in North America, U.S. and Canada, and they've all been supposedly really vetted. They only take 20% of people who actually apply.
These are the best, the creme de la creme of dog walkers.
And I wrote about this as well, and I had a lot of comments saying I love Rover. I think one person said they had a problem with it, but the prices are cheap depending on the city you live in. So they range between $15 a night that I could see.
Oh, so your dog will stay in somebody's house, not in a kennel.
Exactly. That's the best part about it.
I like that. That's much better.
Or they'll come to your house.
Oh, and they do house sitting. Oh.
Yes. So I put in where you live and see how much they cost up in Petaluma.
Yeah.
If you're in a smaller market, or city, it's not going to be as expensive. But San Francisco, they might.
We're going to be taking the bus to L.A. and I have a small dog. Let's just see, for a week. Oh yeah, $35 a night. Or more,
but keep scrolling. You'll see other people in there, and they charge different prices.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Because I have so many friends who have pets and they can't travel because it's so expensive.
There's a lot of these. This is a lot less than a kennel.
For sure, and that's why I'm mentioning it. It's a great service, and it seems like people are happy. And through their app, it's a free app. You can get the photos will be sent to you. Real time. You can track the dog, GPS, their walks. They'll even send food and pee and poo alerts, all this stuff.
Wow.
Not that you really need it.
Yeah, we didn't like putting Ozzy in a kennel because he'd always come back. He'd be a little bit grouchy and kennel coffee, and he's a little dog, and I felt like he probably was always, bullied by the bigger dogs. I don't know.
I'd be grouchy too.
I would too. Stuck me in a cage for a week while you went to the Caribbean. How rude is that?
Rude.
Rude. All right, that's a good one. I like it. Rover, R-O-V-E-R, rover.com.
And you know what? And there's some great fares out there. I was just looking right now. Actually, I'm in Toronto.
Yeah.
To fly to Hawaii from here or Montreal, it's actually cheaper than L.A.
Whoa.
It's only $426 round trip on pretty much every airline.
Toronto's a great city too. That's great.
But to go to Hawaii, you want to get out of Toronto and to go to Hawaii. And from L.A. you can fly to New Delhi, India for $679 round trip on United.
What? Wow.
And from Newark, New York, American Airlines has $584 round trip to Hong Kong. These are really good fares.
Where you could get these? You don't have to go scour around. Johnny does it. Just go to his website, johnnyjet.com, and subscribe to his travel fair newsletter. It's free. It's free. He's also got great search tools, all sorts of stuff on the site, johnnyjet.com. And you wrote about airplane water, so you can leave your comments there. Don't bother me. I'm sorry, Johnny. I put you in the hot water. Leo Laporte, the tech guy. More of your calls right after this. Yeah, after I read that, it kind of made sense. I thought, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we mentioned it. That the one reason why is because the water's not hot enough. Did we say that? I can't remember.
No, we didn't say that. Yeah, because Dr. Mom said, well, but they're making coffee and tea. It should be killing all the germs.
Yeah, it's not hot enough. That's the problem.
They're not boiling the water.
Right.
They're just putting hot water.
That was an important
It tastes
piece
like
that
it's
we
not
forgot.
hot. Well, the water's. Also, if there's other contaminants in the water, heat doesn't kill everything. There could be other toxins in the water.
Or you can carry one of those, with a little pen. I can't remember what it's called.
It makes coffee?
No, it cleans the water. So I have friends that travel the world and have not had a bottle of water in 7 years, and they go to India, everywhere in the world.
Water, huh?
Yep, I can't remember the.
Find out what that is. I want to get that. That sounds good. Yeah,
I've read about that, but let me see.
Yeah.
It's
ask your
it's
friends.
a well-known thing.
Yeah,
I know what it is.
It's the water cleaning pen. I just probably can Google that.
Yeah,
and then,
I'm looking for it right now.
Here it is. Petaluma's best house sitters. What? No. I combined Rover with the water cleaning pen.
Man, I'm losing my mind.
Here we go. SteriPen.
Yes, thank you. SteriPen.
SteriPen. Really?
Yes.
Does that work? 4 liters in 150 seconds? Oh, it's ultraviolet. So that only kills amoebas and bacteria.
But these guys use it all over the world. They literally
Would that be
said
enough,
they haven't
Dr. Mom, to really just a little UV light. We use UV on our water at home, but we also have other filtration.
Is it the SteriPen Ultra? This is I just looked at my article right now.
Ultraviolet water pen. It's the Quantum Ultra Quantum.